Welcome to our melting pot. Welcome to the 60s. This was the groovy decade.
Thank you for joining us, all you crazy hippies.
On today, I'll be making stuffed cherry tomatoes.
And I'm going to be making buffalo wings. But first, before we get started, we got our first fan letter the other day, and I wanted to read their fan letter on air to everybody.
Oh, yes, it's so exciting.
This is from Jesse in California.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse. It says, Dear Jason, Jerlinda, and Dylan, my name is Jesse, and I watch every episode. I was wondering if it's possible to be as cool as you guys.
Ooh.
Well, that's nice, Jesse, but I'm going to be honest, it's probably not possible. We were born with this gift. All three of us are pretty damn cool. You can try, but it's going to take some work. It's going to take some work.
I'll be nice to Jesse.
But thank you, Jesse. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jesse. So I have the cherry tomatoes here, all emptied out. I discarded all of the pulp.
How did you get them like that?
Well, I actually cut the bottom and
So they sit level.
So they can sit level, yes. Scooped out all of the pulp. And I have cream cheese here, celery, mince, mayo, Dukes.
Dukes, gotta be Dukes.
And some onion powder.
What do you get?
And, can't forget about the dill.
Dill.
Fresh dill. Smells amazing.
Smells
You smell
amazing.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. All right.
So you're gonna mix all that?
Yes. Now I'm going to mix all of this.
And I'm just gonna salt and pepper. I got my chicken wings here, and I'm just gonna salt and pepper these bad boys up. And then I'm gonna coat them in just a light dusting of cornstarch to get them a little bit. I'm sorry, mind your way?
No.
I'll get them a little bit crispier.
Okay. Now I am going to start with the cream cheese. This is about 3 ounces of cream cheese. Kind of have to let it sit at room temperature so that way it can get soft.
Exactly. Alright, mix these chicken wings around. Now, this show isn't sponsored by Dukes, but we would like to be sponsored by Dukes because one thing I always say, if you don't like Dukes, you can get the hell out. That's just my saying. Hit me up, Dukes, hit me up. Let me wash my hands.
And I just added some celery. And with the celery, it's about 1/4 of a cup. You add that in there with the cream cheese. And then also some Duke's mayo.
Woo!
I prefer
Go
Hellmann's.
Dukes!
But about 3 tablespoons of mayo.
Ooh.
So that's 1, 2.
Buckle my shoe. See, these just get a light dusting of cornstarch like this. Just very fine, shake out the excess. My oil is at 350. I always got the thermometer on here. Using a cast iron skillet because it's heavy duty and it retains the temperature better than another skillet would retain the temperature. So I'm gonna fry these bad boys in batches. And then we will, once they're fried in batches, I'll put them on this lined baking sheet, or rimmed baking sheet. I like to use the rim baking sheet a little bit more than just paper towels. You can use paper towels, but it seems like the grease drips off when you have the rack. And paper towels, they're just kind of sitting in their own grease, and it's just...
Yes, that's
Go ahead, honey.
perfect. No, it's okay. Now I'm gonna add some fresh dill. So, shouldn't we talk about some amazing things that happened in the 60s?
Oh yes. First thing, my parents were born. Shout out to my parents. They gave birth to a legend. But no, my parents were born. Bob Dylan gave his first his first concert, and my son here behind the camera is named after Bob Dylan.
That's right.
Say hi, Dylan.
Hi. Some amazing movies also came out during this time, such as Psycho, Sound of Music, my
Ooh, that's your favorite.
favorite.
She made me sit through that one time. That was about 3 hours long.
Oh, stop.
Not
Now,
seasoned. Go ahead.
And now I'm gonna add some salt, about a pinch of salt. and some pepper.
It smells good already.
And this dish, this is actually an appetizer that appetizers started in the 60s. So this was one of the appetizers that we used during the 60s for parties. Honey, did you go to a lot of parties
Not in the
growing
60s.
up?
Not in
I
the
know,
60s.
not in the 60s. But since we're talking about parties.
Yeah, but not dinner parties. I mean, I went, you know, we had our fun where we were just kind of crazy. But I wish nowadays it's like, it'd be nice to have some dinner parties. Now that we both got into cooking and we entertain.
Yes.
We like to entertain on the holidays and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But I got my chicken wings in here. These are gonna fry for about 10-12 minutes. I'm just gonna keep frying them off in batches. And then once it's all done, I will set them on that rack there and we'll toss them in the oven.
Okay.
Yummy. That
Now
looks
this
good.
is all mixed up. These sunglasses, they're a little dark, so I can't really see all the great colors, but I'm sure it's like
No, it looks
green
good. It smells
and
delicious. I love the smell
it's
of
like
fresh
a
dill.
green and white, and then with the red cherry tomatoes. It's
yeah,
just
that's
the
good.
beautiful. Yeah, let me slide it down. Oh yes. See how the dill is peeking through, the green from the dill?
These damn hippie glasses are hard to see out of people.
But they look cool.
They look cool.
We have to bring them back.
I know. All right, welcome back, everybody. As you can see, I rock rough and stuff with my Afro puff. But no, the chicken wings are all fried up, sitting on the rack.
And they look amazing.
Oh, thank you, honey. And I'm just gonna toss them in the oven at 270 just to keep them warm while I make my buffalo sauce.
All right.
Thank you, my love.
You're welcome.
All right.
Careful with the hair.
Oh. All right, so I'm gonna start with melting the butter. I got about 4 tablespoons of butter here. I'm
Okay.
gonna melt this down. Go ahead, honey.
Ooh. All right, everyone. As you can see, that's
It's sizzling.
sizzling.
A little too
Yes.
hot.
It's okay.
We don't want all that heat like that.
Yeah, it smells
We just got done frying, but we don't want brown
Look at that
butter.
brown butter. I know. All right. As everyone can see, the filling for the cherry tomatoes smells amazing.
It does.
And
It tastes amazing. It tastes amazing.
It does. We kind of had to taste it, guys. So we had a little taste of it, and
Yeah, you
it
gotta
tastes
taste it.
very good. Yes,
You gotta taste what you're eating. You know, you gotta
Oh,
make sure
yes.
it don't need anything.
that's true. Okay, so now I'm gonna start stuffing these tomatoes with the smallest spoon that we have in the house. I think a teaspoon. If I would have used a teaspoon, it would have been too big. So this little tiny spoon that I have here. So I don't know what other. If people don't have small spoons like this, what do you suggest that they could probably
Maybe like if you have a tiny measuring spoon, maybe you
Oh
could
yes,
do something like that.
measuring spoon to fill it in.
No, but it is kind of hard. Though.
Yes, but it's worth it.
It's worth it. They're tasty.
Thank you, honey. And it's somewhat healthy too.
Yes, it's very
Yeah.
healthy.
I know the
cheese is
cream
healthy.
cheese. No, cream cheese isn't the healthiest, but it always makes things taste better.
All right, now I'm gonna add my buffalo sauce. You can use any buffalo sauce that's your favorite, whatever. I know there's a lot of things out there. I'm just using Frank's buffalo sauce. Now the buffalo wings were invented in 1964 at the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York.
Oh, I was born in New York.
Woo-hoo!
Buffalo is upstate New York. I wasn't all the way up there. I was born in Spring Valley. Well,
You were born
born
in
in the Bronx, but I
She
was
don't even know where
raised
she's born.
born in the Bronx, but raised in Spring Valley.
I'm gonna add a little bit of honey for some sweetness, just a little bit. Stuff can be pretty spicy. And then my other thing I do like to add is brown sugar.
My nose is tingling.
Yes, like the Rolling Stones said, brown sugar, how come you taste so good?
And there's something about the Rolling Stones from the 60s, right, honey?
Oh yeah, the Rolling Stones got pretty popular in the 1960s. You had the Beatles, they made their first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show in the 1960s, and they got pretty popular.
Wow.
Then in 69, you had Jimi Hendrix, Guitar God. Then you had Woodstock that happened in 1969, which was like the peace, love, hippie fest.
Yes.
And that was just a lot of fun, I'm sure. I wasn't there, But I'm sure it was fun.
Yes, they had a lot of fun in the 60s. A lot going on. That's always a good thing. And then also, I'm sorry, honey. I was gonna also talk about the Super Bowl. The first Super Bowl was in the 60s, right?
The Chiefs versus the Packers.
Ooh.
Nobody cares about either of those teams, but it was the first Super Bowl. My two best friends, one's a Chiefs fan, one's a Packers fan. I guess they both have bad taste.
Oh.
Around here, it's a Chicago Bears fan. We're Chicago Bears fans.
Yes. Chicago Bears are pretty cool.
Duh, Bears.
Talking about the Bears, tomorrow is the second
game day.
game.
Versus the New York Giants. The New York Football Giants.
Ooh.
This is, buffalo wings are also a good game day food.
It is,
You
yes,
know?
they are.
So and these.
Don't forget about my stuffed tomatoes.
Tomatoes, yes, that's the perfect game day food. You want these little foods you can just put in your mouth when you're watching the game. You know, you ain't gotta sit there with a big plate and a fork and stuff like that. You just got little simple foods to watch the game with. Make you fatter.
But I think yours is a hit when it comes to football games. People have a tendency of going to the wings.
Yes.
Not too much of healthy foods are served during game day.
Yeah, it's not a healthy time.
No.
It's not a healthy time
Bad
of the year.
food. Yes.
So now this is hot. I'm gonna grab my chicken wings and we are gonna coat these. And we'll finish these up. So we will have these set up and finished up in just a minute. Okay, the sauce is done, it's simmered. And it's looking good, it's nice and thick. Spicy, you can feel it like when it's cooking, you just said, it hits you in the back of the throat. I'm gonna grab the wings out of the oven, they've been warming.
Alright, and I'm going to put these toothpicks through the tomatoes so that way they're easy to pick up. And after that, we'll get to try these delicious stuffed tomatoes.
Oh, you're fine. I gotta
You okay?
set this
All right.
Yes, ma'am. Toss these in here. These are hot still. Nice and crispy.
Oh, yes. Yum, yum, yum.
You hear that crunch as they drop in there? Listen to that. Soggy chicken wing would not do that. We don't want soggy chicken wings. Nobody wants to bite into a soggy chicken wing.
No.
Nobody. I mean nobody. Nobody. Don't get me upset. And we're just gonna take this sauce.
Wow. Ooh, I really,
Yeah.
it really tingles.
It really
In the
tingles.
back of the throat, tingles the nose. I
It's
feel
that
like I
tingling
want to
feeling.
sneeze, but I don't.
It's a tingle
have
tingle.
to.
Ooh. It smells good.
It
That
does.
vinegar,
It smells
that
very
vinegar
good.
from
Yes.
just bang, hits you.
Oh yes.
Hits you a little bit more.
More.
Now you can use, dipping sauces you want. Blue cheese or, mix these bad boys around, toss them. Toss them. Get everything coated.
Red. Fire red.
Fire red, like a fire truck. You can use blue cheese, make your own blue cheese, you can do your own ranch, whatever you want to dip them in.
Yes.
But it's gonna be good. And then she's got these toothpicks going through here. That way you can pick it up.
All done.
Just like that. All right, everybody, ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Ronnie, what you got there?
I have some dill to sprinkle over top.
A little garnish, huh?
Yes,
A little
garnish.
extra dill.
A little bit.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Thank you. Some of it kind of fell in between.
You just kind of want to.
I know. Yeah. Okay.
Like Salt Bay.
Voila.
Alright, let's try these
All
things.
done.
Dylan, you want to come try a chicken wing?
Sure.
I know you do.
Down.
I would like to try a tomato because I am very interested. And because I love this sauce. And I love tomatoes like that. Go ahead, buddy. Grab a chicken wing. We got ranch here if you want to dip some.
I'm alright. Not a big fan of ranch.
Oh, that's good. Oh, wow.
It is very good.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Good job.
Thank you, honey. Wings are good.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
I'm gonna try some These wings.
Gotta get you in the back of the throat though.
Yeah, those are
That's
fun.
kind of what makes it good.
Yes.
I'm gonna double dip everybody. Don't judge me.
Mmm. So good. You can take the brown sugar. A little bit.
Which sugar?
Perfect amount.
Vinegary kick to the sauce.
Vinegary kick.
Well, that's good game day food. Good 1960s food.
Excellent.
All right, everybody. I'm gonna put my wing down with my messy face. I'm sorry.
I'll eat that one.
Come here. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Until next time. Bye.